Hey, what's up? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time as a musician myself, and today is the finale of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. These are the last requests I have. It's unfortunate, but, well, by the time I'm recording this, no one knows, but it's a secret, but this is my next game after Kirby and the Forgotten Land. So by the time you are seeing this, whether it's Patreon or public, I already started playing, so... that'll be here at Jesse's VODs, my first Legend of Zelda game, first time meeting Link, and back to the Nintendo 64 I go after the fun jank that was Super Mario 64. Anyways, so yeah, I'm recording this in the past. We're listening to the shop theme, which I'm super excited for. I love shop themes. That's from Music Zelda, and then is it Kotake and Koume's theme from VGM Flute, requested by Kim and Jake. Thank you so much. I know it's Koji Kondo, so it's funny. It's my second Nintendo 64 game, and both are Koji Kondo. All right, this is The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. A lot of people consider this the best game of all time. It's pretty wild. This is the shop theme. Let's go. Either I'm going to hear this a lot or not at all. I don't want to talk too much because I want to put myself in the mind of like a youth playing this game for the first time. Because I feel most people watching this play this as a youth and not so much as an adult, but definitely still an adult. I just noticed, I don't know if it's intentional, but the Z diagonal lines up with the sword. Oh. There's that horn presence again. Kind of sounds like a beach theme. Right? The little... Sounds like a Hawaiian video game theme. Oh, there's cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell. So... I don't know. It's fun. It's definitely super lighthearted. But I'm not getting shop theme. It sounds like a beach to me. It sounds very tropical. Da, 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 da. But it's super catchy. Damn. Damn, only one more song to go. So again, by the time you're seeing this, for me, I'm about to start playing. Like right after this video. So... I don't know how I feel about that, because in case you don't know, and this is like one of your first videos watching me, I don't know Nintendo. Like, it's a very foreign console to me. I grew up with PlayStation and Sega. But this year, 2026, I was like, you know what, let me dabble with Nintendo, right? I'm playing Kirby, I played Super Mario earlier. I'm going to return to Mario Odyssey later in the year. I was like, let me see what else I can do. I kind of wanted to throw DK Bonanza in there for my first DK, but I don't have a Switch 2, and I don't really have a interest in a Switch 2. This is another game just like the Super Mario 64, where I always heard... They're like in tandem. I heard about them at the exact same time. I grew up alongside them parallel at the exact same time. Always wondered about them at the exact same time. So this is almost the same exact feeling as Mario 64 as far as like staying power, iconicness. I always heard about Ocarina of Time all the time. And it's one of those few songs that I think transcend video games. What I mean by that is I heard I heard Gerudo Valley. Dude, I don't even remember. Years ago. And I don't even know where. I wish I knew where. But it's just one of those songs that's like so famous, right? Da-da-da-dun, da-da-da-dun. I wish I knew the first time I heard it, but it's just kind of one of those things I heard in passing. I heard a few Zelda songs like that. I've known of the main theme of Zelda, although I don't know which one. I'm guessing the first game. Gerudo Valley, Song of Time, and Song of Storms. Those are ones I always heard of. There was another one that I can't remember its name. I reacted to it. It was oh, I don't remember. Maybe something to do with a fairy, but it's time, you know. Like it's like okay, you know, now's my time to. Same thing I did with Super Mario 64, and that was a weird experience because that game is obviously, I mean, whether you agree or not, that game is like super janky, and I was very vocal about how that game like just did not feel good. The camera did not feel good. It was very just janky is the best word I can use. But then again, a lot of people played those as kids, so they don't really care so much. They grew up with it. It's like perfect in their eyes. So they can't see how like someone in their 30s would play that. You know, so it felt like I regressed a lot. It was still fun, but it was definitely like a tough experience. I got used to it and I beat it and I did all the stars and everything. But here's hoping that, you know, I'm expecting jank, but let's just hope that it's a little less jank than SM64. But besides that, I'm just curious for my first Zelda game. Like how it operates, what you do, you know. I've never really known. I just know that Link is like, it looks like an action adventure game, but I don't know like to what capacity. Is it more of like a collectathon? Are you, I don't know. And then I know the later games are like crafting and stuff, open world. So I missed the entire boat on Zelda, but I'm about to get into it, and I feel like this is the best one to get into. And I know this one also has a, I don't know if it's a confirmed sequel or like a pseudo sequel with Majora's Mask. And I remember hearing music from that, and that was super interesting. I forgot what it was called. It was like a clock ticking type of song. Anyways, so I'm excited for it, and expect the first episode to be very confusing, and I'm not going to be doing anything right. That's how it always starts, but I always get the hang of it. So as far as the song goes, I was really interested in this one because eventually I'm going to make a episode on shop themes. I have quite a selection picked out already. I'm always willing to hear it. It's always a fun section of the VGM world. You know, it's lighthearted typically, and it's something you either hear a lot. You know, you constantly are buying stuff, resources, or you don't at all, and you just kind of like raw dog the game. But I guess if I heard that blind, I just wouldn't suspect that is a shop theme. Not that there's a certain sound to them per se. It's just that this one happened to sound very tropical. So yeah, that sounds to me like I'm in some Hawaii level or something. But it's super catchy. But the whimsicalness of it does fit the shop theme part. So that's really cool. This, I have no idea what it is. I'm guessing they're not related. It's two characters. Kotake and Koume? Koumes? I'm guessing they're characters. So let's see what's going on here. Although the shop theme definitely had like I felt like it had like a Spanish influence to it too. I don't know, maybe it was just the trumpets. This is, I'm probably saying this wrong anyways, Kotake and Koume's theme. And it's the last song from Ocarina before I start playing. Let's go. I'm guessing these are characters. Hearing the Koji Kondo's differences from Mario to this around the same time is crazy. When did this come out? I don't know how much time passed. $1998. 2 years. Mario 64 came 2 years before. Rhythm over here and another rhythm over here. Oh. Is it 2 separate pannings for the characters? 1 personality each? And there's a center. There's left, right, and center. It's almost over. I kind of want to hear that again. That went by way too fast. So right there, that intro sounds like I entered like a dojo or something. You know what Koji Kondo does very well? Memorable stuff. Just going up the scale. It makes it feel like it's off time, but it's just on the offbeat. And then you have the main melody in the center. Oh, that's good. That's cool. That's like a clever use of the panning. Reminds you of Chrono Trigger. Did that a lot. It definitely has more of a spooky kind of dark tonality. The only thing I know about this game, because it's in the title, is the use of the flute. Or Ocarina. Ooh, wow, what a complete stark difference from the shop theme. Okay. If anything, it feels like you hear that shop theme maybe before you hear this to like prepare. That sounded like a boss. Kotake and Koume's theme. Okay. You have to realize I don't know nothing about the Legend of Zelda world. I don't know anything about the first game, second, third, fourth, fifth. I don't even know which game this is. As far as mainline entries. Or how many there are total. So I don't know if there's like recurring characters, if these characters are known, they debut here. But those sounded like, if I had to guess, those sounded like a dual boss or something. That had a very menacing feel. It didn't sound like a town theme, exploring, a shop. It just sounded like I'm fighting, you know, dun 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 dun, and then dum 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 dum. Yeah, it's like there's a pacing to it, and it's dark sounding. So, the only other thing I could think of would be like an actual dungeon theme, and I mean like an actual dungeon, like corridors, catacombs, like a tunnel, like a very dark area. Maybe, because it kind of has like a spooky sort of linear sound to it. But it's making it sound like it's 2 characters, Kotake and Koume's theme. I don't know what that means either. I'm not going to look it up. I wonder if I'll know by the time you guys see this, or if this is later in the game. I also am not even sure how long this game is. I'm asking now, but I'm going to know by the time you see it. You know, it's going to be interesting because I went from but the variety of games I played this year is insane, right? I started with Persona 5 Royal, which is a huge game. Loved it. And then I balanced Super Mario 64 at the same time, and I even kind of quit that game and came back to it. So, 2 already like world-renowned games from different eras. My first Nintendo 64 game, and then Clair Obscur Expedition 33, one of the biggest games in recent history. 100% of that game, beat the hardest boss on the highest difficulty. It was crazy. And now my first Kirby is done. That was fun, except that's a newer game. And my first Kirby, and it was super fun. And I'm going back to 98 to play my first Zelda. Like, what a historic run, you know? And it's only halfway through the year. I'm not even halfway through, we're not even in June yet. So still more to come, but damn, what a year for gaming for me. But, you know, I've always been very vocal about, I'll talk about the song in a second, but I've always been very vocal about Zelda because I've always said the word nervous. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's just the first thing that comes to mind when I talk about Zelda, is because it's a game that is so beloved. And a lot of people consider this like their childhood or their favorite game of all time. There's not a lot of games on here that people consider their favorite of all time. And it's not just, you know, the players. There's a lot of media that say that. Magazines say that. Reviewers say that. So I have to, I mean, I'm still going to be very honest. If something's, you know, not vibing, I'll say it. But I'm just warning you now. With any game at the beginning, it's always going to be very janky. And like, I'm going to have a lot of questions because I'm going back 30 years. You know, a lot of advancements have happened. So will I think it's the most innovative thing ever? Probably not, because 30 years of technology have happened since then. But I'll try my hardest to appreciate it for what it is and, you know, put myself in the driver's seat of like, you know, someone younger who's playing it for the first time on Nintendo 64. And it's not going to be. It's going to be on NSO and with one of these. So you can only imagine just... It's the best I can do right now, right? I don't play original hardware. It's too much of a hassle for me. So yeah, I'm very curious. It's one of the things I've been curious on my whole life is the Ocarina of Time. I've always heard about it. It's one of those games, you know. So we'll see, you know. I can tell you what I was doing in 1998. I was playing Pokemon Yellow for the first time. And I think that was it. That's the only thing I was playing. So, damn. Either way, I just hope, the only thing I hope for, whether it's jank or not, the only thing I hope for is that the camera is just better than Super Mario 64. That's all I care about. But if not, you know, whatever. I'll power through it. I really want to know how Zelda plays. I want to see like what it consists of. Okay, well that's it. That's it as far as reactions go here on the channel. There's no more. Thank you to everyone that requested it. It's right here. I'm gonna have early episodes every Wednesday. That's when I do early VOD stuff. And yeah, just if you never see me play, I should say this because I always get like a new viewer or two when I do a new playthrough. If you never see me play a game, I am an explorer. I look around. I do things. I don't always 100% games, but you know, I look around. I don't just blow through it. And then sometimes it takes me a little while to understand stuff. So this time though, I obviously don't want help. I never want help. Just putting that out there. I never want help. Do not email me your tips. It's the worst thing you can do. But I will do something different, and that's the only reason I'm bringing this up is because when I played I played Mega Man X too. Damn, dude. Or I should say I played Mega Man X as well this year. Forgot about that. There's a technique I learned way later just by doing it on my own, but the manual says it. So I might be more open to like checking the manual if I need to look something up. But manuals are scary though because they reveal characters, locations. I know nothing of this game, dude. Nothing. If I had to assume, Ganondorf is in it, Zelda's in it, and Link's in it. So I'm excited. All right, that's enough yapping. Thank you to the requesters. I can't wait to hear that. That's a really cool song. That was a really, really cool song. It's very menacing. We'll see. I'm excited. We'll see. Yeah, Jesse's VODs. Thanks to everyone you see here. I couldn't be without them. Thanks to you for watching. My name is Jesse. Later.